Are you looking for an experience that will grow your teenagers' faith, increase their leadership skills, and teach them the discernment to engage with the world all around them, all while taking them on the adventure of a lifetime? I mean, who isn't looking for that? If your teenager loves fun, adventure, and wants to grow in their faith and leadership this summer, then send them to Excel's Summer Leadership Camp. Excel's Summer Leadership Camp is a 12-day experience for passionate young leaders looking to discover God's truth, to discern wisely, and live wholeheartedly. Your teenager will embark on a transformative journey in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where they'll build lasting friendships in the context of community, embark on thrilling adventures like camping, rock climbing, whitewater rafting, and they will receive expert training and certifications in categories like CPR and wilderness first aid. Each aspect of the camp is woven together to help them learn to discover truth, to discern wisely, and take godly action in the context of real-life situations. To learn more or begin an application, go to theexcelcamp.org. That's theexcelcamp.org. Hurry, because summer is just around the corner.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Oh and Also, our Friday mini episodes where I just bring you some fun voice messages from my normal daily life. And I got some little voices in the back that might chirp up and chime in. We are on our way to go grab some fresh bread from a local bakery for us and for a friend, and then are also going to grab some cookies while we're there because that's like our favorite little treat. If you're local to Birmingham, we're going to Continental Bakery. It is such a good French bakery with like a French restaurant next door. Oh, so good. It's called Chez Lulu. Just so good. But before we do that, I'm going to go forage some magnolia leaves, which is like my favorite free thing to put in my house. And it just truly elevates any room. I know it sounds so nuts, but go find a magnolia tree on public property and then go buy these like $7 clippers. I'll link it in the description below, from Amazon. And I just keep them in my purse. Anytime I see something that I want to throw in a jar at home, I go and I snip it. I talked about this, about how fun foraging is, this act of like cutting down random limbs and weeds out and about. It's called foraging. And I talked about how much fun foraging is in my 30 things I've learned in 30 years episode. I've never done it on a Saturday, and so I'm about to park in front of this church that looks like they're having an event, and they're going to be like, what are you doing? It's so funny. Anytime I do this, I put my flashers on, and I'm getting out my clippers now. Almost, buddy. Mom's gonna go cut some more magnolia leaves real fast, and then we will go to get cookies and bread, okay? All right. Not this time, but guess what? You can keep watching Curious George. I'll be right back, okay? I'll roll down your window. You can make funny faces at me. Not me just scurrying across the street. Anyways, I talked about this in my 30 things I learned in 30 years episode. Hold on. Okay, just went and grabbed like 6 limbs. And it's going to be great for like 2 different spaces in my home. I love to put in a centerpiece in a dining room. And then I also love like our kitchen island. It's just like so fresh and not too much. And when I tell you that these magnolia branches last for like, I don't know. I mean, gosh, 2 to 3 weeks. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's so true. They're great. Anyways, that's what we're doing. And we're just getting some good fam time. I just got home yesterday from a work trip to Alpharetta, Georgia with some girls like Emily, and there are a lot of other rally girls there, which is so much fun. And we learned all about the power of paid ads from an incredible woman. Her name's Ashley Brock. She hosted a summit, and we're so excited to keep learning from her. And anyways, I always feel like I leave those rooms. I said this on my Instagram story, but I'll say it here too. I always feel like I leave those rooms with a new part of my brain, like, I don't know, unleashed. There's just something I hear that just like, maybe I've heard it 10 times before, but it finally gets nailed in. Like being in a room of so many other women that are so driven, it's contagious. So, I'll say 2 of the things that I learned and how they apply to me and probably you too. Number 1, I learned that there is a difference between working on your business and working in your business. I've never thought about the difference before, honestly. Honest to goodness, never crossed my mind. Like, I just thought, working business is working business. There's a difference between working on and working in. And I feel like that's so true for so many different aspects of our life. Like, you can be working... More crackers?
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're in your cup holder. Check there.
No.
Yep, I hear them. You're good, dude. This is so true for us in so many different aspects of life. Like, think your family. You can be working in your family, and you can be working on your family. So working in your family would look like dishes, laundry, chaperoning, chauffeuring, disciplining. Working on your family is budgeting, goal setting, vision casting for where you want to be in the culture of your home, just like setting the tone. I feel like so many times I can get so caught up on working in that I don't work on. Oof. This could be for your health, right? Like, working in your health would be figuring out what you're going to eat. Maybe it's going to the gym. Maybe it's being in, oh gosh, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of other little things. But working on your health would be going to therapy. Working on your health would be setting some goals. Working on your health would be looking at the data, being like, what makes me feel good and what makes me feel sluggish? Like, that's the difference. Isn't that so wild? I don't know. I just never thought of that before. So I think that I'm going to be coming up for air more often in a lot of different areas of my life to work on instead of be working in. So business too, like working in your business is emails and to-do tasks and admin work and recording podcast episodes. But working on my business is scaling, stacking skills, figuring out what's next. Again, it's very same. You can see how this pattern carries from one thing to another. So working on versus working in, so good. And then with the same thing in mind, the second point that I feel like I really took away was this idea of like, it's either working for you or it's working on you. So it's either working and it's amazing and you're seeing wins and successes and like you're feeling so champion and you're winning and blah, 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 blah. Or it's working on you and you're growing and you're learning and you're failing and you're falling and you're getting right back up. And seeing those perspectives is so much better than win or lose. No, it's either working on or working for. Okay? That just, I don't know, got unlocked in my brain, and I feel like I'm just seeing life so differently afterwards. Gosh, I'm just so grateful that the Lord would just put me in rooms and arenas like this where I can just be so, I don't know, like getting in that space. Michaela Matthews said this. She's an incredible Rally member. She's a self-publishing book coach. And we were talking with her and we're like, hey, what are some of the things that you feel like you learn when you're in spaces like this? And she's like, gosh, I feel like I'm a little bit less crazy because I hear other women and see their dreams and hear where they are. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not so crazy. I can do that too. So my prayer is that you are getting in rooms like that with massive faith, with massive vision, with massive energy, but also massive amounts of compassion and peace and skill and whatever it is that you need to borrow some of. So I hope you find yourself in rooms that are bigger than you are. So now on to get some bread, enjoy the weekend. Thomas is helping our friends move. So then we're going to go and sneak up and hug on them, love on them, see their new house. We're so excited for them. Love you guys. Amanda and Clinton, if you're listening. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of our weekend. And I hope that y'all are enjoying your weekend too, and that you have some fun plans because you deserve it. See y'all next time.